Museveni is scared of what is happening in Tanzania. For a long period of time, Tanzania has appeared to be stable. But now it's in the past 3 days, they are facing one of the biggest protests. I keep on telling people that stability is when the rule of law and constitutionalism is working. And those cannot be working if you don't have democracy. Tanzania has mastered the art of transition, but there is no democracy. You may think it is a one-party state, yet it is a multi-party state. Whenever elections reach, contenders are jailed so that they cannot not do politics as it's supposed to be. And yesterday the youth came out on the street and they protested. One of the videos showed when banners of SAMIA SULUHU were being put down. In fact, this is what is happening. Here's the tape.
Anayemwaga mafuta makini, mafuta asimrudie. Anayechoma makini. Anayechoma makini, mafuta asimguse. Akimwaga anayechoma makini, yasimguse. Boda bojau.
So that is what is happening in Tanzania. Youth are rising out to fight for their democracy. By the way, Tanzania has been stable for the longest. I think the only war they have ever had was between Uganda, Nyerere and Idi Amin. They've never had a civil war. They have been stable. But the democracy in this country has been fragile. There was no electoral democracy. Chama cha Mapinduzi has been bringing presidents since independence without allowing other parties to participate in elections as supposed to be. A country is said to have security not because it has been stable. Any country can be stable. Stability is temporary. Security is forever. You just have to water it. In Uganda there is nothing. Opposition leaders have no space. Each and every election you may find that the entire parliament, 98% is ruling party. Even if you have a democracy from heaven, how can you tell us that the parliament is 98% your political party? It shows you that other voices are being trampled on. They are being twisted. And for me, I answer that these things can happen. The same that is happening in Uganda. You may be stable, but anything can happen because you don't have democracy. We don't have institutions that will help us to transit. So even worse will happen in Uganda. And I'm not saying that I'm not praying that it should happen, but that's where we are going. Countries that have always been where we are have always suffered. Today, Sudan is fighting and they have the same history as ours. The country is divided. Khartoum, they are fighting each other. And this is the path Uganda is taking. So even more demonstrations happened in Tanzania. People started attacking businesses of those who support the regime, to an extent that they burnt down the business of a celebrity who was supporting Mama Suluhu. They burnt his business, and by the time they ended, they were saying that they are going to attack Diamond Platinum's home and Ali Kiba. In fact, this is what happened. I think there are no voices, but they are burning down a business, okay, a furniture business for one of the opposition, for the celebrity who was supporting SAMIA SULUHU. So you clearly see that things are not going on as supposed to be. You clearly see that what is happening must not happen in other East African countries. When are we going to learn that such things must end? When are we? Those are the things that are supposed to be asked. Okay? So, for me in Tanzania, I think African leaders fail to learn that you cannot read over people for a long period of time by subjugating them. People are led when they have liberty and freedoms to pick who is supposed to lead them, to pick who is supposed to lead the country, but also to give them freedoms as enshrined in the statutory bodies of UN. There are some freedoms that are given by birth, naturally, like freedom of speech. It's guaranteed, with or without a constitution. I must be able to speak out. Freedom of living, you cannot take my life away. It is given. It is a God-given right. Okay, other rights are stated in the UN Charter. You cannot break them. So in Tanzania, they have been having one political party that is doing politics. That is so unfortunate. Okay, of course, that's my opinion. Remain yours truly, Mr. Makindi, Kabir Suleiman Mawaga, the next MP for Makindi constituency. I'll see you on another one. Peace.